Kansas City Chiefs rookie and former Texas Longhorn football player is no longer facing charges after being arrested in Williamson County. We told you earlier today that Xavier Worthy had been arrested on a felony domestic violence charge.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok bottom video, and we just gonna hop right into it. So today we'll be doing some NFL news. Not actually about, what's going on the field, but some off the field issues from well, we thought was some off the field issues actually, be a little different. We didn't get the full story, but I'm gonna explain it. So if you hadn't seen, Xavier Worthy, Chiefs wide receiver, just drafted in the first round last year. Actually had a pretty decent Super Bowl game, but he was arrested in Williamson County, Texas, for assault by strangulation to a family member. Now, at first, we wasn't sure. When it first got released, nobody knew who the family member was. Niggas was, making jokes saying it was a cousin and talking about how his Super Bowl stats was in garbage time, shit like that. It actually ended up being his fiance. Well, I don't know if it's his fiance anymore after we tell you the rest of the story. But if you was unfamiliar with who Xavier Worthy's fiance was, it is Tia Jones. Now, she's a track, track athlete, I should say. Now, she's not, she hasn't been to the, like Olympics or anything, so you might just not know her. Like, she wasn't in the last Olympics or anything, but she's been a professional, at least a track athlete for a while. She had a few success in her adolescence running track. So yeah, that is his fiance. Now that is pretty much the basis of like that side of the story. We didn't get a lot of details. So what ended up really happening that it's been revealed by one publication, and hasn't been exactly revealed by the police, but with the way stuff played out, it looks like it. So if you hadn't seen, because this has been released in the last couple of days too, the Williamson County DA has decided not to press any charges against Worthy. You might wonder why. Why is the reason for that, especially so fast, right after it happened? And like, what's the reason of bringing him in for mug shots and all that, and yada yada yada. So basically, what we end up finding out is that what actually happened is Tia Jones, his fiance, had actually been caught cheating. Now, it's supposed that she was caught because obviously, fiance, they're, supposed to get married. And when you get married, just the legal documentation and just state laws and things like that, it gets a lot more serious with marriage. Y'all are very much bond together and your earnings, especially when you're somebody who's earning 7 figures a year. So, and maybe 8 figures at one point. So, she is supposed to have been caught by the PI. Now, if I'm, just thinking like a man as a nigga, I would assume that was his mama's idea to put a PI on her ass, but it was a great idea as we see how it turned out. So she's ended up being caught cheating, and it was said that he had been asking her to leave that residence for 2 weeks, and she would just not refuse to leave. Now, and I know you can't forcibly leave. Like, you can't really just pick her up and leave, because like, as a man to a woman, like I said, you would have got an assault charge, and if you ain't, obviously it looks as if he never put his hands on her. But so that just concerns me, because you can't make her leave. You can't. My thing is, why you ain't called the cops earlier if that was the issue, as well as, and I'm not saying this is, I think he's innocent. I just think he was being maybe a little too nice to shorty. So my thing is, one, why you ain't called the cops earlier, and 2 weeks. Well, it's not on him. This not on him. 2 weeks. I'm just like, what the hell? She had nowhere to go in 2 weeks. Cause my thing is, if she had somewhere to go, this is how I would have did the bitch. If she, cause I just can't imagine. Okay, now she is a sprinter and all that, but. Well, yeah, she's an athlete, so she had to go work out and shit. Now, I know Xavier Worthy is an NFL player, but he hasn't played enough years where he can just buy a crib and then have, like, all the facilities you would need as a track athlete. Like, he ain't got that type of money yet. So, I would assume she should leave the house to leave and go work out, so I would just change the locks when she was out, but that's just me, though. But, anyway, like I said, it's been revealed that, he was trying to get her to leave. So, like what she ended up doing, she called the cops and lied, but it's a like I said, it's a lack of evidence, a lack of physical evidence that he strangled her. One, and it's also said that she damaged his property, scratched his face, pulled out his hair, and this is backed by photo evidence. So yeah, it's a very messy situation. So really, bro, you just gotta be careful with these women, bro. Especially you. Like the thing is, bro. Okay, let me say this. You gotta be, well, you gotta be careful with people regardless, but you definitely gotta be especially careful with women you are bringing up a class, if you get what I'm saying. Like women that are not at least on your level financially, is what I'm saying. Now, like I said, she's a track athlete, so she has the potential if she was like one of them to have a great earner. But track's just not going. Track athletes just not getting that much money if you are a middle to bottom of the league. She just don't got the finances like that. So I'm saying the reason I just saying like okay maybe another woman. Not another one, but a woman of his stature. Maybe she caught him cheating. She wouldn't have done it. I mean, if he caught her cheating, it wouldn't have been all this. It's because she don't need him as much as somebody like Tia do. Tia is wrong as hell for cheating, one, and you shouldn't cheat when you know the nigga is, benefiting you in the way that he is. But I really think she did all of this is because she knew the bag was gone. Like it's like the bag is gone. It's like she got to pivot her whole life because I mean, just from looking at her, what she done won the track, I would think she's not making a lot of money through track. So, and it's definitely not going to be the money. Even that way, it wasn't going to be the money that Xavier is making playing in the NFL. So, I think like she acted all this because of losing a bag, and I mean, she just dumb as hell for that. But I will also say that assault by strangulation in Texas is punishable by 2 to 10 years in jail, and it's a $10,000 fine. So this girl, well, I mean, she is losing more money in, but she is so down low that she was willing to risk this man's in the NFL. So she's willing to risk this man's whole career. Because if he had got convicted on some Henry Ruggs shit, his career over. Henry Ruggs' career is over. Henry Ruggs is probably never going to be able to play for a NFL team again. If he does play football, it would be on one of them other leagues, XFL. Like I ain't gonna say the Arena Football League. That's I'm. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. So she was willing to risk this man missing out on hundreds of $1 million of earning, putting him in jail when he's been an athlete all his life. He's never been no guy. This is an unfamiliar environment to him, and also 10,000. But 10,000 for athlete, so it's not that ain't gonna affect him that much. But you was willing to put a man in jail and to risk the rest of his life with these earnings when he could have generational wealth just because you was dumb enough to get caught cheating, and then you beat on him on top of that. What kind of shit is that? Like, what the fuck? Like, so, yeah, I feel like this is a little bit of a lesson in this. Now, I'm not gonna say don't date women on your financial level. I mean, on your financial level, but because that can be hard to find the right woman for you. But I think it's definitely a little trick with it. You can see, but shit, it came out good for Xavier. He lost Shawty. She ain't gonna steal his money off for marriage, and he ain't got to worry about getting cheated on. So he can find him a new bitch. So like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok, bottom video, and we out.